This video was sponsored by all of the lovely backers over at Patreon. Click on the links or go to patreon.com/stuffplus to find out more. Generic greetings and welcome to Stellaris. I've always wanted to do a full series on this game, especially since the Leviathans DLC and 1.3 update, but have avoided it mainly because I don't think a lot of people will watch the video. However, thanks to several generous people over at Patreon, and if you're one of them, once again, thank you very much, I really do appreciate it, I don't have to worry about such things for certain videos, and really don't have to do a cost-benefit analysis, and can just have a little bit more freedom to try things and experiment, hence why we are here doing a full playthrough of Stellaris as a bit of a long play. So the plan is to do a hour-long plus video for each of the episodes, and they'll probably only run once a week, but the idea, as I said, is to do hour-long episodes or more if we can manage it, but we'll see how it goes. Things might change as we progress on because this is a new thing for me, but I'll still be taking your comments, feedback, suggestions, etc. Just they won't be as pronounced because obviously we've got not quite a long time between the episodes and quite a bit as we progress on. But the overall grand plan, I'm happy to take from yourself. So the idea for this episode is we're going to create our empire and then get all of the basics down. If you haven't seen any of the preview videos or random beverage videos that I've enjoyed with this game, then by all means check them out because I'm not going to be explaining everything as we go on. Obviously I'll be explaining what's happening, but I'm not going to be tutorializing the entire thing, so I can't really go through and say, right, this is exactly what this does and blah blah blah, so check them videos out. Right, so I've got a beverage here with me. Today's, well, beverage is water. I don't think it's classed as a beverage, but it's still drinkable, and also some sustenance. We've got berry seed and nut mix. That should keep me going throughout this episode. Right, let's go to new game, and we want to create a new nation. We've already got several of them here that I've made previously and messed around with, most of them being from Babylon 5, because as I've mentioned several times now, this is pretty much a Babylon 5 simulator, which is all good because I'm a B5 fanboy. So we need to make our nation, our empire actually, it's what it's called. So we'll go for appearance, and we can do weird Klingon stroke Cardassian type things. We've got well, like three-eyed Bothans, actually it would be six-eyed Bothans, assuming they've got the eyes on the other side. We've got the, what are them? They're like the Caminos from episode 2. We've also got Rigel from Farscape as well, which is pretty cool. I mean, a lot of these things you can look at them and go, oh yes, I've seen that there. We've also got some cutesy ones as well, like the butterfly, although the shadows ain't so cute. That's actually shadow stroke species 8472. I think we're going to go with the happy cute snail because how can you not? I mean, look at it. It's like a farmer snail. It's got like a little corn thing sticking out its mouth. Excellent. So we're going to go to next. Species name we'll have as Genericans. And there we go. I think I've spelled it correctly. And then we need to go for ship names and prefixes. So the ship prefix will be GAV. GSV, surely. It'll be the generic spacefaring vessel. And then you go for like arthropods, and it names the fleets and stuff. I think we're going to go with a more humanoid name because it's easier to say as we're going along. So for example, we've got Strike Force Hydra, Strike Force Pegasus. The ship names is like GSV Naiad, the Galleon, the Blazer, things like that. That'll do us quite nicely. So we need to pick our racial traits so we can min-max it to the hilt if we really want to. But I'm going to go with probably a intelligent, which increases our engineering, physics, and science society output to, what, 10%? Yeah, 10% increase. That's pretty good. You've also got some minus traits as well, like non-adaptive, which gives you habitability minus 10%. Now, that could be okay, but it could also cause you a fairly big issue, especially early game. I think we'll go for weak, which is army damage minus 20% and minerals minus 5. It's not too bad, but we will go with a communal? Yeah, I think communal is okay. Happiness plus 5. Happiness is always good. And then we could min-max it a bit more, but I think we're about done there. Ruler, we'll go for female. There we go. Random name, doesn't really matter. We'll check that in a bit. And then what are the colours? We've got blue, yellow, greenish with a red shell. Bit more there. I think we'll go with the blue, and actually we'll go for, we need a random name. That one. No, that one. That one. Ellen Quincy. I want something very, very like uncharacteristically snaily. Like you would think, oh, Shelley. It's gonna have to be Shelley, isn't it? Do you have Shelley? Is it EY? I don't know if it's EY or just a Y. I'm going to go with Y. So that's Shelley. Female, obviously. Oh, good grief. Right, so the home world, you've either got dry, wet, or frozen, then 3 ones of each. So dry, you've got desert, arid, savanna, and that sort of thing. We're going to go with ocean because we can have we could be sea snails, essentially. And home world will be home shell. Again, going with this shell name. Star name, slime ball. I'm trying to think of shell stuff and like snail stuff. So you get the overall habitability for basically you like the ocean. So you can see the ocean habitability is plus 60, continental plus 60, tropical plus 60, and then it goes down from there. So yeah, it's all bad. And if you got the other one, which is minus 10%, it means expanding is a real nightmare. So we'll go to city appearance, and I think we'll go with the mollusk stuff. So, government and ethics. This is arguably the most important part in creating your empire, because not only does it dictate what research you get, it also dictates how you interact with other empires, select different events and things like that. So, I want to go with quite a generic one, quite a universal one, a one where if we need to fight, we can fight. If we need to talk to people, we can. So we're probably going to go with xenophile, because that's always just a decent starting one, which gives you trust modifier, trust growth, and xenophobia minus 5%. That's good. We can also go with, what else have we got? We got materialist, militarist rather. We got militarist, which is rival influence gain, weapon damage, and war happiness. No. And then obviously pacifist being the opposite of that. You've also got spiritualist, which is actually something I like. I like spiritualist because you get sci-tech, but maybe not the way we want to go. Materialist is, as we reach the stars, we must put away childish things. Gods, spirits, and other phantasms of the brain. Reality is cruel and unforgiving, yet we must steel ourselves and secure the survival of our race through the unflinching pursuit of science and technology. That's not too bad. I don't like the other one, which is fanatic materialist, which is it essentially says, put aside our outdated notions of morality. There is no there's no divine spark granting special value to a living mind. No object as intrinsic part. It's very. I know that we're playing a snail, but it's not very human, is it? It just takes all of the fun out of life, essentially. It's like, it's like, oh yes, everything has to do with the progress. It's very Borgish. So we're going to go with probably standard materialist. And then we got one more that we can pick. Essentially, it's either militarist or pacifist, or we go for collectivist and individualist. Collectivist is society has long since evolved past these insignificant rivalries and concerns of the individuals. We are numerous, but one and the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Not bad, but it also gives you slavery tolerance 100%, which I'm not a big fan of. But it doesn't mean we have to have slaves, it just means we can have them. An individualist is community as a means to an end, not an end in itself. Only by empowering the individual to reach their maximum potential do we achieve true freedom. Not really too sure. Not really too sure. How do we get monarchy? You need to either be pacifist. You have to be either pacifist or fanatical pacifist. What if we went with pacifist and have a queen? Queen Shelley? What's pacifist? Pacifist is rivalry influence gain minus 25%. Diplomatic influence cost minus 25%. Pop modifier peace happiness plus 5. War happiness minus 5. So if we're at peace, we actually get 10% happiness. Because we've already got 5% in our previous things. And to be fair, we did go with a... What was it? Like a weak, so we get minus 20% fighting anyway, so maybe pacifist is the way to go. Or we could go, no. I like the idea of having a queen. Enlightened monarchy, so we have a Queen Shelley. Let's see if it actually, does it name that? Does it name it Queen Shelley? Ruler. Queen it does. We're going to go with Queen Shelley because I just find that really interesting. This doesn't mean we can't go to war, by the way. It's just because we're only a standard pacifist. We don't want to fight, but we can. Conflict as a means to an end is a ridiculous concept by nature. Destructive, destroying what has been obtained through giving room to grow that has to be destroyed. What? Whatever. Either way, we don't want to fight, but we can if we need to. And because we've got other traits as well, none of these are major, we should be okay-ish. Empire name, the generical royal provinces, generic kingdom, combined generic nations, royal generic colonies. Snail colonies? Yes. Flag, okay. So, I should have really imported my logo, shouldn't I? Don't think we'll go with a heart. Let's have a quick look around, see what sort of things we can go for. Ooh, look at these ones. These are quite aggressive, isn't it? Some of these. God, you wouldn't want that thrown at your face. That'd hurt. Human, you've got like stars and the Inquisition symbol. That's like the Federation of Planets. Actually, that's more Federation of Planets, I think. Actually, I don't know which one it is. That's Lilu Dalla Multipass. Don't know what a lot of these ones. I'm sure there's a lot of references for these, but they are very universal, aren't they? That's the whole point. There's a nice paradox one as well. Pirate, no, we don't want to go with a squid. What about zoological? Have we got a snail? Do we have a snail? We've got a lot of birds and stuff. That one's not too bad. Don't know why we've got a pill. Oh, it's like a mollusk, isn't it? Well, it's like a woodlouse or something. Maybe. Could be reading too much into it. If it was in any of the symbols, I would roll with it and say, yeah, fine. But, round... Doesn't really matter, does it? Doesn't really matter. We'll go with that one. Primary colours, we'll go with the blue. Like a light blue, like that? Yes, and secondary colours. Go with... I want to go with our, like, skin colour there. But we can't, really. Oh, look, she closed her eyes when we did that one. Well, it's going to be that one then. And next, starting weapons, missiles, projectiles, or energy. I don't know. It doesn't really matter that much, really. Well, it does and it doesn't. But that ignores armor. That ignores shields. That can be intercepted. Go missiles. FTL method, standard warp travel. You could go for hyperspace. The way it works is warp travel, you just have an overall radius and you then jump and jump and jump in between the different areas, as long as you're within that radius. Hyperspace, you've got different space lanes, a bit like a lot of 4X space games. What comes to mind is the game that I now can't remember, so it doesn't come to mind that much, obviously. Endless Space has hyperspace lanes, and then wormhole travel, which is just a nightmare because you have to build loads of wormhole points and stuff. Ship appearance, we'll go with, well, we're going to go with the snaily looking one, and we're done. And there we go. So, the Royal Generican Colonies, we've got Enlightened Monarchy, which is Queen Shelley, intelligent, weak, and communal. Materialist, pacifist, xenophobe. And there you go. We'll save that. And we will. Done. So, we need to select our galaxy size. By the way, did I say these videos are going to be quite long? Because we'll be, you know, you might think they're dragging on, but that's why I don't really have to worry too much about it. But yeah, we can take it as slow as we want. Galaxy size, go for medium. Don't think any higher or lower is going to be good. Galaxy shape, elliptical. AI empires, quite high. I want this. I want probably 18 empires. No, 17 empires with myself. 18 empires total. Advanced AI stats we will have as probably 3. And actually no, we'll keep as 4. Fallen empires 4. That would mean 8. So we'd have a total of, well, 4, 8. Do we really want that, though? Because then half of the, well, just under half will be advanced. I think maybe 3 fallen empires. See, I want the War in Heaven to kick off, so I don't know whether that's a good idea to go with that one. Advanced AI stats 3 and 3. Okay, habitable worlds 100%, AI aggressiveness normal, difficulty normal, any FTL method. Clustered starts on, which is essentially you start next to each other. Is that right? Empire should spawn in clustered or randomly spread across the galaxy. Advanced neighbours. This controls whether the Empire's advanced AI start are permitted to spawn near a player. Having this on may result in less than the specified number of advanced starts being generated. If we have it on, it means they can spawn next to us. We'll have in-game crises on. Iron Man mode off. Essentially, you can't save it or go back, I think. You know what? We'll just keep it all on. I think we'll be fine. Right, we will play, and let's see what happens. Oh, God. So, Royal Generican Colony starts. In the eons since the first primitive Generican communities took shape in the archipelagos and lagoons of Home Shell, our civilization has spread and prospered. Good. There's a lot of text. I don't care. Begin. Essentially, we have started. We are now at home shell. There is home shell, as you can see. We need to have a quick look where we are in the overall galaxy. We are over at Slimeball here. Far right, also actually midway between the center and the far right. And they are, well, we actually don't know who's around us, but hopefully we'll be okay. We have a couple of ships. We have our construction ship and we have our science ship. First things first, we will send our science ship on a survey of the system. We will go over to our science and we need to start researching things. So we've got either gravitic sensors, which is survey speed, and component gravitic sensors, which increases your sensor range. Solar panel network for our space station or physics lab. We're going to go with solar panel network. For our society research, it's either colony ship, propaganda broadcasts, which also gives us monthly influence as well, that's the planetary unification, or doctrine space combat, and I think we'll go with colony ship. Overall engineering will be either engineering facility, defense platform, or powered exoskeletons, which is interesting because that gives us army damage +5 and minerals +5, which is not too bad considering that we've actually got -5 minerals anyway, so if we pick that, it should actually wipe each other out. And there we go. We will unpause it and we will max speed it. I'm going to be playing the game on max speed, on fastest speed, and pausing it when or if we find something. So one thing we need to do first as well, we just need to check nothing in the situation log. That's researching. Let's have a quick look at our ships for a second. Yep. Them ships look shippy and they've got missiles all over them. Yeah, I just wanted to check. And that's a small nuclear missile as well. It is actually a small nuclear missile. Interesting. In terms of our government, we've got no air because you don't have one. There's no voting as well. We could go over to our... Hang on, let's have a quick look. Drop that down. And check our policies and edicts. And we could put on, if we want to, encourage free thought, which gives us +15% ethics divergence, but also increases our research speed by 10%. So overall, we've now got... Because, oh, and by the way, the reason that's a little bit less is because of Pacifist. I believe Pacifist reduces the overall influence cost for these edicts, which is very, very good, which is why Fanatic Pacifist can be quite powerful, but not when you're getting attacked, you understand. If we encourage free thought, we get 10% research speed. So overall, with our traits, I believe we'll be on, that'll be 10, hang on, 10, is it just... Yeah, 15% output for science and such. Not bad at all. There you go. Building cost is -5. Nothing else in there. Demographics. Nothing too bad. We're okay, that's minus the ethics divergence. It looks like Crown Prince Gang is the new heir to the Empire. So you do actually get heirs. That's fine. Right, so science ship has, what's our science ship called? The GSV Pathfinder. Fine with me. So it has actually scanned Slimeball and only found 4 energy. So, okay. What we will do is survey the system next to it, which is Jasmac. We'll go over to our construction ship and we will tell it to build ourselves some mining outposts, and that'll, I say that, are they mining? Yeah, mining stations, and they'll mine the energy. So, discovery of alien life. The GSV Pathfinder has made a startling find on Jasmac 3. The planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on home shell. It's an amazing discovery that silenced those who believe we're alone in the universe. Although none of the alien creatures found on Jasmac 3 are sentient, it is like that only like a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. I'm pretty sure in today's press, they would probably still deny it anyway because, you know, denial. Right, so we've got a contract report. It's actually just repeating the same thing that we've just seen, so that's okay. So anyway, looks like our construction ship's almost finished there. There we go. I'm going to send it over this other one and do the same thing. So have a quick look at this area. You can see it's actually in our border as well. Sometimes it's a bit hard to see, but essentially if the hex is in your border, you can go on the planet because the planet goes up and down. It doesn't move up and down, I should point out. It just can, when it's like, you see that one there is above, that one is below. As long as the hex is in, you're okay. Survey complete. So we found 3 minerals, 2 energy, and 2 engineering research output. Excellent. Get our science ship and continue scanning. What I'm going to do, go to home shell, go to spaceport, and build ourselves another science ship. We won't have 2 science ships because we can scan further, scan faster, which is always good. So we've moved over to, this is Orvani, and Orvani 2 looks like it has, what is it? What type of world is it? It is an ocean world. Oh, so that should be very good for us to colonize then. That'll probably be one of the first we colonize, unless obviously around here is better. So there is our construction ship. We're going to move it over here, and we'll say build. We'll just move it first. I don't want to build anything yet. We've got our science ship. We do need to, oh, this is the GSV Trailblazer. We need to assign a leader. Speaking of leaders, I forgot to go through them. We've got 3, we got how many leaders? We got 3. So Sir Benjamin McGill's, which is resilient, so increases their lifespan by 25 years, and they are currently surveying, so they're actually on the science ship. So we've got 4 scientists, actually. We've got Olivia Reeves, which is a scientist, currently working on, currently leading engineering research, yes, and they have expertise in minerals. It's not too bad. We've got Sigourney Ballander, age 28, Snail, and mechanical, research speed plus 5%. That's very good. Leading society research. Just the plus percentage is always good instead of being very specific. And then we've got Anoksha, something like that. Danzia. I'm terrible with names. Which is field manipulation, increased by 10%. And leading our physics research. Excellent. Want to recruit, and we need to recruit someone that can survey. So we've got not very good ones here, actually. So service, research speed materials, research speed computing, and research speed particles. Well, we have to pick one, and none of these are good for science ships. So we're going to pick Marshall Atkins because he's the youngest, essentially. And we might, once they've leveled up, we might move them over, you see. So we're going to get them to move around, and actually, we say we get them moving around. I haven't even moved them. We'll survey in the system over there. What I want to do is scout out quickly and see who else we can find. Our construction ship's just moved over, so we will pause it a second and just tell them to build ourselves a mining station there. So 3 minerals, obviously plus 8 minerals at the moment. So we're gaining plus 8 every turn, plus 6 energy, and plus 2 influence. To get influence, we would have to do things like... well, what sort of things would you do to increase influence? Essentially upgrade your home world and your other planets, and also declare people as rivalry. So there's an anomaly. Our science officer has found an anomaly. It will require extensive probing, but could garner a substantial find. Where are they? It's at Camthrin 6. Failure risk is 75%. We'll leave it for now. We want them to level up a little bit first. Having that is a little bit risky. Construction ship's finished. I could continue building like energy and such, but instead I want to save up for a corvette. I want to do. I do want to get. Oh, look at that! This place is very mineral rich so far. 3 and 4, very very nice. Yes, I want to save up for a corvette. There we go. The reason is I want to get a bit of a military in case pirates turn up, which they inevitably will, because they always do. So what we'll do, while we're waiting, we'll tell him to move over there, enter orbit. Construction complete. This strike force area here, and we'll go to it. We'll just zoom in. There we go. This one is now 4 ships strong. Doesn't have a leader, but we can assign one if we really want to. It will cost 50 to do so. This one is fire rate plus 8%, hull points plus 20%, but cannot use emergency FTL, and fire rate again 8%. So we'll probably go with Admiral Anja Brill. There you go, and we'll assign that. That increases our... It doesn't actually increase our military power, which you would think it would. Oh well. So, over to the construction ship, and we want you. It's going to cost 90 to make that. We don't really need any more energy, but it's always good to get a good stockpile. Let's have a quick look on our surface. What have we got? So, not that great actually on the surface. We've got, this is home shell, obviously. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas that are either industrial wasteland or slums. And we've got several areas where we've got people, we've got population, genericans, but we haven't done anything with it. So what I'm going to do is build ourselves a mining network there. And how's our food doing? Overall food surplus is 3. Planet size 16. And habitability 100%, as you might expect. It's not bad. Not bad indeed. And population growth 91.6%. It's okay. What we'll do, we'll also build a hydroponics farm there. But we need some more minerals first. So we'll check out that later on. Looks like our science ship has finished here. So we're going to send it to probably the furthest one out, because I'm not trying to meet other empires per se, but I do want to find out where other ones are. So this is Akmal, which has a lovely little asteroid field around it. Look at that. Anomaly. Very nice. It looks like we've found another anomaly. Failure risk this time is only 22%. Signs of activity on ancient precursor civilization. We will probably research that one then. We'll see what we can find. This will be, well, you always get a precursor thing. There's several of them. But we'll see what we've got. So, the Yurt Empire. We've recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Camthrin 7. Our scientists think they have inhabited this region of stars roughly 6 million years ago. It's quite a while ago. Based on the age of the artifacts, they called themselves the Yurt. I think they're called the Yurt. And they appear to have been... Isn't that a tent? Anyway, or some sort of dwelling. I think it is. And appear to have been very large, flat arthropods things. Analogues, but things, essentially. It seems that a single individual can reach the length of nearly 100 meters in adult, apparently exceedingly rare more than 2 or 3 to travel aboard the same starship. Well, there would be, yeah, obviously. So we should check now. We have the precursors, the Earth, so there you go. We covered artifacts from the Earth Empire, and essentially we can go around the galaxy and research more things. Excellent. So, we've also got now a new report of the remnants. There you go, essentially saying the same thing. So, reads popular Newsnet post, Home Shell. People of the Royal Generican colonies are apparently finding some humour in the fact that low forms of alien life are now a matter of public record, but potential equals from other stats continue to elude us. Stats? Stars. It'd be good if I could read, it would help these things. Right, what we need to do is go for a mining station over at Jazmac. We can't colonise that because that is an arid world, which is like 20% habitability for ourselves. This is the main one that we're going to go for, unless there's something around the back here. It really depends on if there's anyone else, you see. We need to check out other people. So Home Shell has finished the surface construction queue. And we've also finished research back here. That is failure risk 50% now, because obviously they've done a little bit more scanning. So we will leave that again. Does it have a timeout? I don't think it does have a timeout. I think we'll be okay. Construction complete. Construction complete. Excellent. What we'll do now is... System survey complete. I could build a ship, or I could build a hydroponic farm. There's a lot of things around here which have got multiple resources on them, which is always annoying, because you have to, if you build anything on it, you have to focus one over the other. For the time being, though, it's okay just to have them as is. What we'll probably do is start demolishing some of the slums so we can rebuild on it, you see. Science ship's finished at the front here, and what we're going to do, we're going to essentially go around. We want to have a quick scout around our empire just to see what we have. This is a... Is that a pulsar? It is. Pulsar. Oh, okay. System survey complete. Pause it for a second. Encounter in Zel Madok. And that's the same sort of thing. Essentially, we've encountered some form of alien vessel, and we've called them the Alpha Aliens. There they are there. And that is another nation, I think. Humanoid, by the look of it. Interesting. And, oh, there it goes. It's zipping along. That's a science ship. That's their science ship. So, we can try and research their language. It costs 60 society research. Society. And it finishes in 11 months. We're going to research that so we can get diplomatic channels. It looks like someone's up the top here. Over to this science ship, we'll go for Plov. Actually, we'll go for there. And we'll crack on. So, Home Shell, Corvette, get our strike force to about 150, I think is going to be about right. Set about 150 is fine. A leader has gained a level, which is Sir Benjamin McGill's. What is it about that name that I like? Mr. McGill's. Excellent. Just check on the surface there. That's got people. That's got people. That's fine. We will... We're probably going to run out of energy at some point, so we'll clear the sprawling slums. So every time you build one of these things, you say, oh, that's moving a strike force. We don't want to move the strike force. Every time you move the strike force, if you move it off the world, essentially it takes more to more energy credits to have it off there. So, survey in Pobma. Nothing there. Okay. Oh, there's 2 energy and 2 minerals, but nothing of great note. We will keep moving on. What we're going to do is finish off our engineering research station here. And then that'll be us done there. So, we're still scanning. Let's see if they're there as well. Oh, interesting. They've got a military power fleet. Oh, actually, that is problematic. Because that's inside their borders then. So we have got someone directly on our borders. Because they're building in there. I really hope they are not fascists. Militarists. Actually, I hope they're not either, to be honest with you. So, establish communication with the Klagen Empire. Okay. And they are spiritualists and fanatic xenophiles. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Well met, alien. I represent the Klagen Empire, led by illustrious arch-prophet Gensith I, I'm guessing. We rule our region in space under a divine mandate, and so long as you do not interfere with our spiritual affairs, we look forward to learning more about your culture. So, because of my traits, I can say 3 different things. Cooperation will surely benefit us all. We greet you as equals, star travelers, or you must throw away your old ways, which is essentially the materialist option. I don't want that. I like the we greet you as equals. There we go. So, first alien encounter. The news that we have encountered intelligent alien life for the first time is spreading like wildfire throughout the Royal Generican colonies. Our citizens are fascinated by these beings, and the media is full of reports and speculation on their culture and society. If it was the Daily Mail, essentially it means, oh my god, they're going to come here and take your jobs. The revelation that we are not alone in this galaxy has largely been greeted with celebration. Excellent. This is a momentous event. Well, occasion, but whatever. And that's due to our Royal Generic have had the xenophile quality. If we had xenophobe, then it would be like, oh my god, we hate these. We've also got the Habitable World Survey. So, efforts cataloguing the life forms are already underway, however they want us to help out, essentially. So, a commendable initiative. So, if we do that, you can see that if we search, we need to survey habitable worlds. That's all it really means. So, we've got this area surveyed. You can see there, that is in their area. And let's have a quick talk. So, plus 19 opinion of us, which is good, because we've got, we're their fanatic xenophobes, and we're just standard xenophobes. Standard, you get the idea. We are xenophobes, not fanatic ones. We should get on quite well, one would hope. And equivalent everywhere, so they're not an advanced nation. So, our science ship will just pop along. Bye. Back to home shell, we've got the ocean terrain here. We could build on it, but I think instead we will build ourselves another corvette. There we are. And we'll see how it goes. Construction complete, finally, at Jasmac, so we'll send them back over to home shell. Just because when you're sitting them outside, they're a bit better. It looks like we've got, at Plov, we've got another area to colonize. Lovely little planetary world there. Ocean. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4x4 as well. Not bad. Let's go over to here. I haven't checked this one. That is a 1, 2, 3, 4x4. I think they're all 4x4 actually, but actually these have got two bits missing, but you get the idea. And that's a lot of energy. So, first strike force with Anja Brill as the Admiral is 135. Still scanning about. Found an anomaly on Plov 5. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. We have detected signs of life. Coming from somewhere beneath the barren and lifeless surface of the planet. Failure risk is 22%. Base risk is 30, but actually because of our skill, it goes to 22. I will research that. I think it is worth the risk. You can get massive failures where the ship just explodes, but, chances of that are quite low. You do just generally get ones where it's just like, oh, something has just happened. Like, for example, you failed to do it. Initial survey report, which mentioned sign of life originating from the surface, must have been mistaken, as nothing of sort has been found. Science officer reports that the planet now appears to be completely devoid of life. So maybe they took the raw samples or tried to sample it with bleach or something, which kills 99.9% apparently. Unfortunate! Oh well, so that was a failure, I think. So, we've now got some research. We've finished researching our exoskeletons, so army damage +5 and minerals +5. Excellent. And we've also got research complete colony ship, so we can actually colonize these areas here. Pause it for a second while we select our research. So for our society, we've got Biolab 1, the farming subsidies, and hydroponics farm 2, which is actually eco simulation. Simulation, yeah. And we've got galactic ambitions. Oh, border range +20%. I always go for that one because it will, well, it's always good just increasing your border range. Generally, it's good. If we meet these guys, then we could have tensions because borders touching. It's always bad. But yeah, we might, if that increases by 20%, we might actually overlay there. But it's not going to matter because we're going to colonize that anyway. Engineering, we've got nano composite armor. Not bad. We've got ion thrusters, which gives us, unsurprisingly, an ion thruster. And we've got space torpedoes, which gives us, you've guessed it, space torpedoes. That's a C, which is, T is turret, T is torpedo, C is, I don't know what slot it is. I think it's like, it's the ones at the bottom when you build your ship. I just can't remember what it's like, what it actually means. I'll be the upgrade to the left on the right hand side. I don't know. They added some more with 1.3 and they changed a couple of the icons, but essentially it goes on the ship. Okay, so armor might be good. Ion thruster increases speed and chance to evade. Remember, whichever one I go for here will also change things. Like, it will also affect the next research that I get. However, Olivia Reeves is also an expertise materials, which that is there, so we'll go for the armor, so it shouldn't take too long to research. 2 more months until we get our research done in solar panels, which we'll put on our system survey complete. Oh god, we've read another alien. This is bad. This is already bad. This is very bad. This is very bad. Well then. So, research complete. Pause it for a second. Go back to what I was saying. Yeah, the solar panels will go on our spaceport. There you go. I'll also select a new research, which is AI research speed, administrative AI, which is research speed +5%, or global energy management, or database uplinks. Research speed is always good, I think. Yes, research speed is always good. But we have met something here. These are classed as beta aliens. However, they're essentially the crystalline entity. And not only that, but in the previous versions of Stellaris, they would happily just wander around the galaxy, doing their own thing, and may attack you if you attack them, things like that. Now they've changed that, so you get a massive hub. There you go. That is the crystalline hub, which looks really, really cool when you look through because it's transparent. And it will kick your ass if you go near it, because that is essentially their mothership, for lack of a better term. We can research it, but do I want to do that? Or do I want to focus on my border range? I think I'll research it. I'll see what I can find. So we know we're not going to expand north, that's for sure. So the science ship down here, we'll send it off. The other science ship is running away like mad, as one might imagine. And, oh my god, we've met someone else as well. And this is... Okay, so we're in crystalline territory. That is what we've gleaned from this. This could be good, it could be bad. It really depends on essentially... No, don't go that way, please. Can we not... Looks like we're going to have to go that way. Oh, well. This could be good, it could be bad. I don't know. How is the only way? No, we can go that way. I thought we could. So you just survey that then, and you survey that. It means that if stuff wants to attack us, they're gonna have to drive through. Which, good luck on that one. What's the chance of that? 42% chance. We'll search the black hole first. Search it, as if you're gonna drive through the event horizon of it. There's a planet that's fallen apart. I do like the them ones. They do look cool. Look at that. Oh, like the core. You can see the core and stuff. I wonder how long it would take to cool down. I guess quite a bit. So system survey complete on the black hole. We've got science. You would always find science research there. Physics research, yeah. Construction ship isn't doing anything. Doesn't need to do anything. Strike force is okay. We haven't yet got ourselves a colony ship because it's 350, but I do want one, and I'm saving up for one. So the plan at the moment is just to keep expanding, see what the deal is. Pause it for a second. Anomaly found at Gilprim 5. Let's have a quick look. It is there. A small and otherwise insignificant moon orbiting the gas giant appears to be on a trajectory that will soon result in a collision with its primary. Ooh, we'll research that then. Essentially research by videoing it and just seeing what happens. This is unfair. That guy's got 1, 2, 3 systems in his border. I've got 1. I feel shortchanged on this one. So, failure. Yeah, after recalculating the orbit of the moon, the officer, science officer, Sir Benjamin McGillis, I said Gills, but Gillis, has arrived at the conclusion that it will be a near miss. Oh, well. And then they'll probably pop up and say, actually, it wasn't. Ah, crystalline entities. The reports of strange, free-floating crystal-like objects observed in certain systems have been investigated. The ship-size objects and their slightly smaller but equally crystal-like satellites at first appeared inert, but sudden shifts in their orientation relative to our ships and new energy signatures emerging from within the prisms indicate that they should be regarded as hazardous and approach with caution. As we do not wish to risk coming into conflict with these, no, not with a 5k starbase, with these prismatic enigmas, we ought to establish remote surveillance to observe them. So we'll do that. And that will take us quite a while to do that as well. 18 months, in fact. And be on physics. So I'm gonna ignore it. I really want to get this research done because it does take over this, so we'll leave it for now. System survey complete. Anomaly. Pause it for a second. So we've got Gilprim 4 this time. We received a weak signal from the surface of the planet. The source appears to be some kind of tracking beacon. 15% failure risk. Yeah, we'll search that one, no problem at all. Looks like Lombidus is almost finished in terms of scanning. An ancient survey marker. A small short-range transmitter has been located on the surface of Gilprim 4. It appears to be an ancient survey marker placed here eons ago to mark a large deposit of precious metals. The miners it was meant for evidently never arrived. As such, the deposit is still there. Ooh, +4 minerals. Get in! Well, it's free. It's best price. Why not? Although, to be fair, I say +4. It's actually +4 on that planet. There you go. We don't get it in our stock, which is quite a shame. So, we can continue expanding. We'll survey over there. And we'll survey... Ah, this is problematic. I can't go over there. Or I can, but I have to go through the black hole. Not through the black hole, but through the black hole system. We'll go that way. Like I say, I'm trying to just expand around us. We're on 349. There's more crystalline entities, I'm sure. Yes, lots of them. I wonder if we can build some sort of harmonic thing. Let's start building a colony ship. Some sort of harmonic thing, he says. Wonder if we could. Maybe we could. Maybe we couldn't. So, to destroy them. But we don't want to do that. I think they do that in... Don't they do that in Next Gen? I think that's where the crystalline entity starts off in... Is it Star Trek Next... It might be Next Generation. It might have appeared in the first Star Trek, the original series. TOS. That it is known. But I'm not sure. But either way, we are scanning Thrish and also media. We're scanning media. Is it new or old media? It's full of rocks, apparently. It's all clickbait. So maybe it's best to get a Corvette. I'll put a Corvette in the queue. Like I say, we want to be about 150 to 200 military power. That's finished. Still scanning. Luckily, nothing's around the back here. The chances of something around the back are slim because of all of these... Well, as you can see, all of the alien vessels. Emerald Romers. Actually, they're not too big, them ones. We could smash them. I don't know if there's a diplomatic way of going about it and actually talking to them and such. I don't really know. But it'll be interesting finding out, which is one of these good things. Right, so... we have managed to build our colony ship, which is the GSV Oracle, and we can set it down either on Plov or on Ovani. I think Ovani is the way to go because it's not the biggest, I don't think. Let's have a quick look on the surface. No, it's not the biggest. And to be fair, it's got this toxic kelp around, which is problematic. And what's Plov? Plov's a little bit better. The problem is that Plov only generates, as far as I can see, 2 engineering research, whereas this has the potential of 7 minerals and 2 science. So I think it's a case of planting it down there to increase our borders. So, colonized planet. And where we shove it down actually matters, because you get... You mine what's underneath you. And also... You get, like... You expand... You get, like, bonuses coming out from yourself, from where you place it down. Where do I want it? I don't want to put it there because they won't be able to upgrade the stuff. There might be okay. There, perhaps? Then we'll be able to get that one now. You're always best to put it in the middle, though. I don't know if it's best to do that. Yeah, we'll do it there. We'll put it there. Okay. Minus... we've got negative balance now. Because, essentially, the colony ship takes a huge amount of resources to shift. System survey completed. Another anomaly. This guy keeps finding anomalies. It's the Benjamin McGillis. Efforts to map the surface of this planet have been identified. I've identified a strange mountain formation in the southern hemisphere. It does not appear to have formed naturally. Research. It's space lasers. Ooh, I hope it's space lasers. Let's have a little chat with this guy. The divine mandate of the Klagan Empire. Plus 28 of their opinion. It's slowly gone up because we are, after all, they're a fanatic xenophile and I'm a xenophile, which means we do get trust modifiers going up. Their ruler traits, by the way, is charismatic, and they have architectural sense, which is building costs plus 10. I haven't checked mine, actually. What's Shelley got? Shelley. Where is Shelley? Hang on. Government. Shelley. So, Queen Shelley has Expansionist. Ooh. Frontier Outpost build cost minus 15%. Colony Influence cost plus minus 15%. And also Explorer. Science Ship build cost minus 25%. And Anomaly Research Speed minus 33%. Good. So, we want to have a chat. Declare war! No, we don't want to declare war. We want to offer a trade deal. How about Star Chats and Sensorlink for both of us? And have that as 30 years. He's not going to accept it, but if I put a couple of energy credits into the bargain as an instant transfer. A little bit. 1. And hopefully he'll accept that. There we go. And we've got a little bit of that. So he's accepted it. Trade deal. And this music's beautiful as well, this bit is playing now.
Construction complete.
Excellent. Construction complete. We've now finished a ship. I'm going to build myself a power plant over here. And what we haven't done yet is build this thing. Hang on, where is it? That, the Royal Gardens of Shelley. Happiness plus 10%. But it does take over whatever you place it on. And all of the things around here actually have, I wouldn't say minerals, but they have resources on them. So we're going to have to overwrite it. We'll see how it goes. So, a couple more corvettes, I think. Gigantic skeleton. Ooh, this is over here, I believe, and that's called a gaping maw. With a space station. Okay. So, what was previously thought to be an assorted mountains and the southern hemisphere of Thrish 3 have been identified as a massive skeletal remains. The bones have been dated as 3.4 million years old, but our scientists have ruled out that Thrish could have been supported life on that scale. Sir Benjamin McGillis appeared a special research project to delve further into the mystery.
Situation log updated.
That actually means, to be honest with you, that could be one of the precursors. We'll research that. And finally, the first generic colony. Our colony ship has made a gentle splashdown on the planet-spanning ocean of Avani Prime, just off the shores of a large I can never pronounce that. Archipelago. It's a bit of land, essentially. Fertile Island chain will serve as an excellent first landing site. It's a great deal for the Royal Generican colonies. We now have, as you can see, a colony. I'm going to move over there. This is our construction ship. Survey is finished over this side. What we're going to do is actually going to move him down now. And because we're expanding this way, we want to essentially scan this way. What I'm worried about... Not actually on Thrish 3, it's this gaping maw. There was a space station there. I think that's one of the curators. One of the 3 curators you can get. Either trading, information, or artist. It's one of the 2. So, we want to start and build mining station at Avani. How is our fleet? Fleet of 202. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Go to home shell. Special project completed. After continued studies of the massive skeletal remains found on Thrish 3, the science officer, Sir Benjamin McGillis, has concluded that the creatures served as some kind of organic starship. Oh god, it's the shadows. Oh, we're dead. Much smaller bones from at least 3 separate species were found within the larger skeleton. They assumed these came from members of the crew. For unknown reasons, the organic starship suffered catastrophic damage and crash-landed on Thrish 3. While we cannot begin to understand the biological engineering... Hang on. Cannot understand the biological engineering necessary to grow a starship like this. The study of these bones alone have substantially advanced our knowledge. +3 research. Well, on there. And they've now got expertise psionics. Oh, that's very interesting. That's actually very rare. Very, very rare indeed. Psionics is quite rare in the game. And if you go for, I believe, a collectivist, you can't get the technology at all. Actually, there might be a way to get it, but there's not like a way. It's not going to appear in the tech tree. But him getting that research is very rare, hence why it's purple. Interesting. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to survey the gaping maw, and we'll probably meet a curator. So let's see what happens. There we go. Straight away, as soon as we turn up, and we will research that. Still got the crystalline entity to. I was going to say search, but you get the idea, to sort out.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
We are building places at Avani. And we will be done shortly.
Anomaly found.
So, some kind of unknown structure are... Right, there we go. Minimise that. I think I've made a mistake here, but I'll get to that in a moment. So, anomaly. Lastus 5. Some kind of unknown structure are floating in the gas giant's super atmosphere. Upper atmosphere. Super atmosphere. Come on. Read! They appear to be using an aerostatic lift to remain buoyant. 15%. We'll try that one. Our science ship over here has finished. We will scan... Ooh, where do we need to go? Don't really care too far. Too far north? No, don't really care. We'll scan this way. See if we can find anyone there. Gaping Maw we are researching. Over at Avani. Go to the Prime. Have I made a mistake? No, we're okay. We're fine. I thought I'd made a mistake by putting this ship there. Because what's happened, or what I thought would happen, is we would overwrite the terrain details, but it actually does say +3. Am I still getting that though? Let's have a look. Planet summary. Output is +0. No, I have made a mistake then. Damn it. We shouldn't have put it there. We should have put it there. Because that was like a really good mineral pocket. Can we remove it? Replace. I don't think you can replace it with anything. Or rather, if you do, it's all bad. Because it essentially cancels the colony. Yeah, I made a mistake there. That's a shame. Oh well. I think that is it. I think that's the case. I'll check it up for next episode. It does seem to be have reduced that anyway, and it's not got any output. Because you can see that's outputting 2 food. Ah. The birth of space piracy. Alarm reports coming from the frontiers of our space. And essentially, the Iron Talons have turned up. We should be better than this, we say. And now we're going to smash you in the face, we say. After we build another Corvette. So, the question is, where are they? It looks like the Trailblazer, which is over here, is a failure. Approaches the aerostat structures in the atmosphere. Must have triggered some kind of proximity alarm. And all buoyancy is lost in the plummet of the gas giant. 15% failure chance, and it's still failed. It's a shame. Oh well. So, our construction ship is finished building everything over there. We will go back to Slimeball. And our strike force will be ready to move out. The question is, where are they going to be? Interesting, however, that we've now had another encounter in Jazbeth.
Hostile fleet detected. Research complete.
That isn't hostile, is it?
Complete.
Oh! That is, as far as I can tell, that's ring segment F, all destroyed. Look at the destroyed ring segments. Look at that. As far as I can tell then, that is another curator. From that there. Interesting. Research done for nanocomposite armor. We will research... Well, we got ceramo metal armor. We got robots. And we got fusion missiles. I think we'll go for... robots. That goes up the robotic path. The problem is, as soon as you get robots, you get instant habitability, and there's a bit of a bug at the moment, as the time I'm recording this, where as soon as you get that, it makes all planets habitable, and I don't really like that little thing, so unless it's hot-fixed, I'll not bother building them. So, we'll leave it for now. There, hang on, wait, we've got a pirate fleet. Immediately, please move to Avani, and they probably won't last long. Oh, well, no, where are they jumping to now? It looks like there's a couple of things here. First, the ships need to go there to stop these pirates, and then we need to find the pirates. They'll be around here somewhere. Not there. So, first things first, we are receiving a transmission from the Independent Space Station of the Curator Sigma Enclave. So, greetings, Star Travelers. We are the Curators. Our ancient order was established eons ago by various galactic powers in Ascendiary at the time. Ascendancy. That's the one. We were dedicated towards the preservation of all knowledge in an effort to safeguard the galaxy from descending into yet another dark age of mass extinctions and barbarism. We failed, apparently. Well met! What that means, essentially, is we have had a little encounter with this guy. And you can get star charts. And 5-star charts are 500 energy. But it increases their opinion. As their opinion increases, you can get other stuff. So I'm going to do that and see what we've got. So it's actually increased star charts back here, which is good. And a couple at the front here as well. Excellent. The problem with those star charts, as people have pointed out, is essentially you don't get to scan them yourself, which means you don't get anomalies. So I don't want to do it too much. I just wanted to demonstrate it. We have found our living metal. Science officer Sir Benjamin McGillis reports that findings about the immense ring would... world in the Jebath system, he can barely contain his awe. The immensity of the rings is beyond our comprehension, and the time required to construct even one of the sections is far beyond us. The scans reveal new rare resource. Amazing. Which is this station under attack. Hang on. Yeah, it's pirates. Yeah, so that's the living metal, which is cool. We'll go over to our science ship, and we will keep scanning. Meeting the 2 curators. Oh, we haven't met the other one yet, but we will do shortly. Let's have a quick look at our fight over here. We're going to put it at normal speed. And they have missiles, so have I. I believe I've got more, and not better technology, because I didn't upgrade my armor. But there you go, shots are out. In terms of damage, I am doing quite well, and already one of their ships is gone. And... another one of them is about to go as well, by the look of it. We're very close in, and you can see this thing is actually firing as well. It looks like they've lost 2 ships. 3 ships almost. 3 ships. And then finally, they've got this thing here. Remember, these got 3 missiles each. And the tracking is good as well. Evade this, mate.
Situation log updated.
And he's gone. And we'll upgrade. Or rather, we'll go to repair and then we'll upgrade. So, not bad. Not bad at all. So, let's have a quick look at our world here. They are building some more colonists. Or rather, they're growing. Problem with that, however, is you can see we've only got 1 food surplus. I can't believe I made that mistake there. Train details, 3 minerals, and I shoved the bloody building on it. There might be a way to move it. I'll have to check up. Move there! No, that's the main person. We don't want to move the main person. Looks like they're going for a... They're moving there. Build population. We'll say build basic power plant. Go to home shell and we'll check out that most people are moving about quite well now. In terms of food, we are +3, so it looks like that one is going to have to be upgraded to hydroponics farm, and we'll say yes. This one, we will build a... We could build a Royal Gardens of Shelley. It does cost a bit, but increases happiness, and that's always good, I feel. Do we want to do that? We do, but I think happiness is overall... I think we're okay for that for the time being. Output's good. And population growth's not too bad as well. So actually, probably don't need to. What I need to do really is build another colony ship. I think that's what we need to do anyway. So, any more research? Debris. Research available. Special project because of the... This is the Jabeth system. This is where we got the other curator. So only encountered this one nation so far. 34 for opinion. That's good. We will offer a trade deal. What about research agreement? No, they're not happy. They wouldn't do that. We don't know each other that much yet, so that's understandable. These guys probably won't expand very fast because they are a... Oh no, they're not fanatic, but they're just spiritualists, which growth time is -5%, so they won't expand quite as fast, perhaps. But you never know. I don't know what they colonize. What is their planet? Let's have a quick look at their homeworld. Their homeworld is a arid, desert world. Right, so we are complete opposites when it comes to colonizing areas, so we actually should be fairly okay. We shouldn't have too much of a problem there. We're upgrading, we're repairing our ships, and then we're going to upgrade the fleet because we've got this set to auto build. So essentially, what happens in Ship Designer? These are on auto upgrade, and they're upgrading to the latest armor. Actually, they haven't upgraded to the latest armor. Let me just pause it and find out why. So, Corvette, autocomplete. Oh, no, it should be autocomplete. I think it was the construction ship I was selected on there. Let's have a quick look at our fleet. Yeah, it's got armor. It's got armor there. So, we're fine. Science ship has finished researching there. We will keep moving along. We're going to scan all the way around this back bit now because we might find something around there. We've got some debris to scan, which... Is it worth it? Probably is. We'll put it to max speed again.
Construction complete.
Construction's finished, Novani. We have receiving transmission from another independent space station, the Curator Alpha Enclave. And this one is... Well met, explorers. We are speaking to the Curator Alpha Enclave. Perhaps you're already familiar with the tenets of our ancient order. Like our esteemed colleagues in the Curator Enclaves, we will be willing to trade, provided you are met our trade rates. Very well. So hang on, are they the same sort of thing? Yeah, Curator Archive again. I've never met 2. I thought you only get 1 of each. That is interesting. That is very interesting. So they are the same. I honestly don't know whether that's a feature or bug. What's in here? Some of these little prisms, crystalline entities. Not too worried because they're over here. So let me just make sure all these are fully upgraded. Yes, they are. Right. So I've never met that. I've never met 2 curators that are the same. Like I said, I'm not entirely sure whether that's a bug or not. Who knows? This is where it is a bug and then all the saves are void and then this whole tiny series is broke. Oh well. Games are games. So we want to build another... Probably another... colony ship, I think. It's probably the best way to go. And nick this. And when we nick that, we might get that as well when we increase our borders. But... Oh. Oh. Another alien. The Eta aliens. Interesting. and we'll research that very quickly. In terms of research, we are 1 month off research speed increase. We are
Research complete.
we're nowhere near actually the border range because it is 799 and most of them are like about 400 that we're doing, so it's twice as long as the others. Also, we've been researching other things. For example, this special project, Investigate the Aliens. Research is complete for our science. We've got AI-controlled colony ships, which is pretty good because that gives us colony development speed plus 50%, very fast, and colony ship build cost minus 25%. We're going to go for that. That will serve us very, very well.
Debris analyzed.
Debris analysed. We've got some research points and other things. Excellent. So we're going to go to Wildor. Another nation here. Let's have a quick look. That is their homeworld as well. And they have a 231 fleet. Let me just build a couple of corvettes. I haven't actually found where the pirates are yet. Could be anywhere, really. We also want to have our science ship eventually do this research. 35%. Oh, God, no. Where are these other aliens? And they're down here as well. So, it looks like we have got aliens here and aliens around here. And I can't go that way because it's full of crystalline entities. And this way is problematic because I can't jump there because of the distance. So we're boxed in. Oh, this couldn't have started any better. So, I think I'm going to leave it there. I don't know what time we're on for the episode because I'm not timing this thing. We might be in just about an hour, I think. But either way, we will leave it there. Assume anyone's actually watching still. Overall, not a bad start, although depending on who we meet and more likely, I guess more importantly, what traits they have, what their ethics are, we might be in a bit of trouble. Because if these guys are pacifists, it's all good. If they're militarists, or even worse, sometimes materialists can be horrible as well, we might be screwed. They might just sort of come straight to us. But as always, we will see how it goes. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it's not been boring. This might be the first and last, depending on what people say. This is all down to essentially Patreon feedback and such, so we'll see how it goes. I will be taking your comments and suggestions for the overall idea of the expansion and what you think we should plan and where we should go. Things like that. By all means, let me know in the comments, and we will go from there. Thank you very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.